last year.
Now, women's high jump has been underway for a little while, and here is Irina Gerashenko with work to do here. Gerashenko, one of the standout athletes of this summer, now a 2-metre jumper. Gerashenko gets over, third attempt at 191. Jumped a new personal best in Eugene, finished fourth just outside of the medals at the World Championships there. 191 then successfully negotiated. There is Kim Gavet, centre of picture, the new meeting director, doing a fine job. She even hosted the press conference yesterday. I said to her, surely you don't have the time to do these things anymore, you're the meeting director. And she said, no, this is an important part of my duties.
Well, they're enjoying the unfolding of stuff in the field and on the track, but we can go back to the women's high jump, and it is a high caliber field. Yaroslava Mahuchik, here she is. Mahuchik, it's cleared 198, that was her opening jump, passing at 191. This is 194. She's obviously in confident form. The World Championship silver medalist. Oh, and rightly so, boy. Very light work of that. Remember that fantastic performance from the Australian Helena Patterson to lift the world title. 202 rather, to Mahuchik's 202. One on count back. And that's a very comfortable clearance of 194 for the Ukrainian. Delightful young lady. Had a chat with her in Eugene at a press conference. Still only 20 years old. Such a cool, calm customer. 204, her lifetime best. She's 20 and her lifetime best goes back 3 years.
It's extraordinary, isn't it? As is this woman's summer as well. Helena Patterson, the perfect day in Eugene in the sunshine. Jumped that 202 personal best. Here she is. Yes, nicely done. She too over then at 194. All the stars aligned that day, didn't they? They were flying. She was waltzing, could we say, for the Australian over the bar to the world title. Only the 10th Australian to win a world title. And then she added Commonwealth Games silver. She's won 7 of her 9 competitions this year, and that's why. First time clearance at 194.
So, back to this women's high jump. Safina Sadulayeva next to go now. Sadulayeva cleared 191 at the second time of asking. Previous 2 heights, first time. Here she is under a bit of pressure. 1m94. She's seen Mahuchik and Paxton dive. No. And she's livid with herself there. Able to smile though. Here's the Uzbek athlete. She's a 197 jumper. That her third time failure at 194. A little bit frustrating. But she knows she's had a solid night. 194 her best. At the moment in 4th place.
Now Maria Vukovic with her third and final attempt at 194. Yeah, Montenegrin. Tall figure. No, not far off. Probably the best of the 3 attempts that she had, but not to be. And so she bows out also at this height, which is really finding out all but the very, very best of this field. Nicola Olaslagas is still in contention. We've seen Mahuchik and Patterson, the standout names in this competition, go clear at the first time of asking at 194. So Vukovic joins Sadulayeva out of the competition.
Well, Olaslagas failed once at 194. And as passing any further attempts, haven't seen 2 athletes go clear first time. Gerashenko then. She cleared 191 at the third time passing. She's under pressure here, is Gerashenko. No, not for her either. You're right, this is really sorting them out, I should.
Olaslagas then in the high jump. Passed at a second attempt at 194. Bar up at 197, trying to steal a march. Nothing to be gained by chugging along at 194. So here she is at 197. No, not too far away. for the Australian, who had that wonderful summer last year. As is her want, straight into the notebook, very harsh, giving her scores out of 10. Goodness me, we can see the detail there, giving herself some 8s and 9s. She's quite harsh on herself, is Nicola Odeslagas. Now then, Mahuchik with the bar at 197. First time clearances so far at 188 and 194. She leads the competition, does the 20-year-old. She's also won in Eugene, Rabat and Paris already in the Diamond League this season. Has had to train in various countries because of what's been going on in her home country. Yes, nice. They're really operating now in some sort of bubble, really, so removed from day-to-day existence back in Ukraine. She's very much still in touch with her family, but trying to block all that out as she goes about her business on the world circuit. But nicely done over at 197, and that is the standard that she will set for Eleanor Patterson here in the women's high jump. Nicely done from the world silver medalist. There is her coach, because business to attend to here for our reigning world champion Eleanor Patterson. She's in deep trouble here. She's seen Mahuchik go clear at 197. Here is her third and final attempt at that height. Inviting the crowd to get behind her, away to our right as we look out, getting herself into the perfect mindset. Here she then, clutch jump at 197, no, didn't have the height, and the frustration for the Australian. Well, how emotions can change. It's what, barely 6 or 8 weeks ago that she was on top of the world, went to the top of the pile at those World Championships in Eugene, and now having to settle for second place here for the moment in the women's high.
They had a fabulous campaign at the Worlds.
Let's catch our breath and return to the women's high jump. Bar at 2 metres for Nicola Odeslagas. Last chance to learn stuff for the Olympic silver medalist. This is her first competition, by the way, since she had to pull out of the Commonwealth Games final with a torn calf. That was after qualifying. Here she is, 2 metres. No, not to be for Odeslagas this evening. Well, she took her chance, didn't she? She passed it the second attempt at 194 and again at 197. She knew that she was playing catch up on Patterson and particularly Mahuchik. She did what she had to do. No choice really, but couldn't just get over 2 metres, which she has done on several occasions in her career. So she will finish in third place and straight away into the notebook. Hope she's not too harsh on herself this time. 191, her best jump of the evening. So Mahuchik has the stage to herself, the bar up at 2 metres. First attempt. Again, a height well within her compass. .202, she jumped in Eugene. No. 2 more attempts to come for the world silver medalist, European champion, of course. Responded well to that disappointment in Eugene and taking the European title in Munich a few weeks ago. So more to come from Mahuchik. She's got the competition won. Eleanor Patterson has bowed out, as has Nicola Odeslagas. Been training in Germany and Serbia and Turkey in recent
minutes by setting a personal best by about 4 seconds. Mahuchik then in this high jump. And I tell you what, she's in wonderful form. She had 1 attempt at 2 metres. And this is a world record attempt, by the way, just double checking that. She had a clearance at 202. Then she cleared 205 second time. And now 210. 205 already nailed from Mahuchik. That in itself a new personal best. She's really bringing out her best at the end of this season. She'll have been disappointed to be beaten by Patterson at the World Championships, but what consolation is this? 2:04 was her previous best. That was back in 2019. Mahuchik then, walking up and down, pondering this next attempt at the world record. Still fresh enough. She's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's had 8 jumps. That's okay. Plenty of energy in those young Ukrainian legs. A sporting hero is Maria Lasinskaya, the athlete who has dominated this discipline for several years prior to the ban of Russians from the international athletic circuit. Here she goes, world record attempt number 2. Oh, I'll tell you what, she's going for it. That's really important. She believes it, and that is critical psychologically in the vertical jumps. You've got to believe the height is there. And that tells me that it'll come, Chris. Not tonight necessarily, but this next year or two, she believes it.
It's coursing through her veins, isn't it? You can tell. The commitment is there. It's there or thereabouts. She just needs to find maybe another centimetre or two in height. But the technique is there, and as you say, the belief is there as well. Her coach certainly believes it. Maybe early next season, who knows?
Well, she's got an attempt to come. Already set a national record. 3 Ukrainians in this high jump. Her compatriots Gerashenko finishing in 6th place and Levchenko down in 8th place. But she's turned back the challenge of the Australians. Patterson in 2nd, Olaslagas in 3rd tonight. And actually has won by, 3 clear heights? Boy.
And still 1 jump to come. Yeah.
Excuse me.
4 clear heights, yeah.
And then some. 1:43.65, and that makes him the 4th fastest in the world this year.
Yaroslava Mahuchik then, the bar at 2:10 still. 3rd and final attempt for what would be surely the cherry on the cake here in Brussels tonight. This would be a world record, a record that has stood since 1987. Stavka Kostadinova, the Bulgarian, 2:09. No, but once again, that is a great series. It's a great evening, you have to say, for Mahuchik. But the 3 attempts at 2:10 were really genuinely competitive attempts. It doesn't feel far away, but 2:05 she ends with. Unbelievable. Here is that 2:05 success we should have brought you earlier on.
Well, there was so much going on, Chris, wasn't there?
There was.
We can only bring you so much, as I know all of you sitting at home will be aware. You might have been frustrated you didn't see it live, but here it is. She cleared 2:02 first time. This is 2nd attempt at 2:05. It's a new national record for her. It's the highest jump in the world this year. And that gave her enormous confidence. Because I'll tell you what, I think her 3 attempts at 2:10 were great. Yeah. They were 9 out of 10 jumps. You know, and you quite often see a high jumper refuse a height, put their hand on the bar or run through. But she really attacked each and every one of them. So the sap is rising for Mahuchik. And whether or not she has 1 or 2 more competitions to come this season, the fact is she can go into her winter really buoyed up by this. And it's so easy to forget that she's just 20 years old. She's got such a mature head on her shoulders.
Well, we've had so many brilliant performances here in Brussels this evening. It's difficult to pick out which of them we should choose for you. Carol Winger, of course, in the javelin was brilliant at the age of 36. We're looking here at Mahuchik.